All right, so I want to run something by you. I want to run something by you that I've been thinking about, and I want to know what your experience is with this. So do you feel like when you get closer to Jesus, when you start reading your Bible, when you start praying a little bit more, do you start to feel more and more love, not only for yourself, but for other people and everything in your life? Do you start to feel like the closer that you can get, the more that you can put Jesus in your life, you just start to overflow with that love? Because it's been something I've been experiencing lately, and I want to talk with you guys about it. So basically, I've been trying to read my Bible more, but I haven't just been trying to read my Bible. What I've been trying to do is being able to read my Bible in order to get closer. That's been like kind of like a metric that I'm tracking. How close, based on how I read it, do I feel to Jesus? Do I feel like it's helping me get my attention on him? Do I feel like it's helping me build this awareness by him and through him? Basically, like that awareness that I'm talking about is something I talked about in a past video. An awareness of Jesus is the fact that Jesus is with us every single step of our lives, every single step of our days. So it's like walking with a best friend day after day, but we are not always aware of that. But sometimes we are going to talk to our best friend. Sometimes we are going to kind of thank our best friend and let them know how great of a best friend they are. But sometimes we're just going to enjoy their presence. But it's the fact of if we remember that they are there, if we remember their awareness. And with Jesus, he is freaking the best friend that we could have. So if we could continue to train our muscle of being able to be aware of his awareness, all of a sudden we start to have him day by day. And I think that this love, this ability to have all this stuff and overflowing in your life, it is such an energy source. Because for myself, I've been feeling this overflow lately. Like I felt this overflow by trying to do this, trying to get closer to Jesus in every part of my life. And all of a sudden, I just go over there and I start texting my girlfriend. I start telling her how much I love her. I start telling her how great of a girlfriend she is. And I start just having a great time, man. I look outside and I see some birds. I'm like, oh my gosh, I freaking love you, birds. So there's all of these things that we are feeling that it becomes at the source of it comes from that love, cultivating that love, man. In a relationship, sometimes you're not going to have the most love for somebody. Sometimes you're going to go through times where you're like, I hate everything right now. I just don't feel good. And you got to cultivate that spark again, to light it up and to find that love for that other person again. So what if we could do that with Jesus? Just finding ways to add him to our life, finding ways to ignite that spark that make us focus our attention on him, that make us aware of his presence. So what I've been doing currently, and I think what a lot of us could do, is find ways of doing that for ourselves. So what would that be for you? What's a moment where you felt like, okay, I feel very close to Jesus. I feel very overwhelming in this flow of love. I feel so good. What is that moment for you? So for myself, I've been trying different ways of reading the Bible. I've been trying different ways of praying. And at the end of my nights, one of the things I do is I ask myself, how close did I feel to Jesus? How close did I feel that I got my attention on Jesus? That's something I've been asking myself every night because it's one of the most important questions I could ask. Throughout a day, you're going to go through highs and you're going to go through lows, and you're going to have times where you are going to get your attention taken. There's going to be problems that come up. There's going to be people that are trying to test you purposely. And you got to be able to say, did I go into that? Did I fall into that? Or did I allow myself to focus my attention on Jesus? And that is an important question for us all to ask. So I just want to talk with you guys about this. Like, what's your experience with this? How much do you have that love day by day? Because it's something, the more I work towards it, the more I try to get to it, I'm just feeling amazing, man. The world feels like sunshine and rainbows right now. And I hope that you guys are either experiencing this right now or you start to cultivate it and work towards it little by little, because it took a long time, man. But I hope this for you. I wish this for you. Let me know how you're doing with this right now. Let me know your experience with this. I love you guys. Hope you have an amazing day, week. Peace.